This set of photos is something I managed to fit in amongst, I think, my Sherborne. Sherborne is where I grew up in England. It's actually quite a nice place, but it's got this sad effect that it's mostly for Sherborne's really good if you're really young or really old. Anything in between is horrible for you. Obvious reasons why. Age population, not much money infrastructure, built a lot of time basically for older or younger people. It's not necessarily bad. Anyway, continuing. That's up. Yes, it is that. That outside this one. This is one of the main statues here. I'm gonna blitz through these since I took quite a few photos in Sherborne. So forgive me for me things. Continuing. As you can tell, it's a very small and idealistic town if you look at it from a perspective. As you can see, it's more medieval with based on Roman design and part as well. It's quite interesting of a place actually. And this is the local park, for example. It's got a nice little area like that in it. It's quite nice actually. Continuing. And of course, it won't be English town without one of these in it. These bad boys is the center of the parks. Continuing. Yeah, and yeah, here we go. Here's a good example of what streets look like here. As you can tell. Yep, it's quite nice, as you can tell. It's very affluent in many regards as well. The other structural designs, for example, are like this. Yeah, and this is I had my childhood up for well, quite a while in Sherborne actually. I left later on to go back to Sydney, but I had quite a few years in Sherborne. My education was in Sherborne and so on. Yep, as you can tell, it's a this is a site area which was made quite a while ago actually now. It's quite a beautiful area. I won't mention that one. That's that would just cause issues. That's not thought about this. I'm just gonna yes, here we go. Abbey. The there is multiple religious buildings in Sherborne. There's for example, this one. One. As you can tell, it's a beautiful place. It's beautiful. I'm just gonna speed speed through these ones. You can just look at these yourself. I find this abbey quite beautiful overall. It's a smaller one, concise. And for those interested in religion, it is Church of England. And the cool part about this is it's got some really cool designs, stuff like this in there. It's really nice, actually. It's got some really prestigious, and of course, it's got some proper stained glass windows as well, which makes it even nicer. See example one. And of course, the roof of this place is amazing. It's quite nice design as well. Here we go. Another stained glass window. Quite nice design as well, as you can see. Very elaborate, these ones, as you can see this one as well. So, yep. This is another stained glass window here. And the other cool feature I like about Sherborne Abbey is something. Let me find it again quickly. 42 seconds. And I'll end this section with this. It's this. These old flags. Of course, there's much more of these, and there's much more in this here, of course, but this is just some of them. This is like really cool looks. With that, I'll end the Sherborne segment. I've shown some photos I took there. Hope you enjoyed them.